What's up? I am Nunchi Goya and I am back again for Bookmas Day. A day. I have not been keeping track. I don't know when this video will go up. Possibly tomorrow, possibly 3 days. IDK. But today we're going to be doing the December TBR, which was supposed to go up quite a long time ago now. It was supposed to go up the first of the month. And due to my best friend, one of my best friends, moving to North Carolina, I ended up putting a lot of my stuff on hold so that we could spend time together before she left. So she just left this past Wednesday and I am working on catching up on my blog posts. I restarted my 12 days of bookmas reading challenge and started that on the 13th. Restarting that, at this point I had gotten to Tokyo Ever After, Iron Widow, and so today I'll be starting I'm Not Here to Be Liked. I do have, I think, an hour left on the Iron Widow because I went to the house yesterday because I was going to pick up some things that she was giving me, but her husband is still here and she left for North Carolina already, so anyway. As I said, we're doing the December TBR and I don't know how much I'm going to get to this because I've made two separate reading lists. One is the 12 days of bookmas and the other is just books I am getting to, and some of them I might exchange out depending on how much time I have to read them, because I did pick shorter books for the 12 days of bookmas challenge, but I can usually get 8-ish books done, at least 8-ish books done in a week, because I do have all day at work to listen to them. First up on my December TBR is the Caraval series by Stephanie Garber. This is on my list because I read Once Upon a Broken Heart and I loved it. It is probably my favorite read of the year, and I will live and die by it. I know that the Caraval series is like some type of traveling circus kind of thing, magic show, something like that, and that is about all I know of the series. But I loved Once Upon a Broken Heart so much, I decided to just kind of jump in without asking any other questions. The second book on my, I guess the second series probably on my books, because technically it was 3 books that I wanted, because I wanted to get to the whole Caraval series. I would just like to binge that consecutively. The next one is Love Me, Love Me Volume 1. It is a manga. It is by an author that I have already read before. I believe it was the AO How to Ride series. Please don't come for my pronunciation. I am trying. So again, I don't really need to know anything else other than that I really enjoyed the last book that the author wrote, so I'm going to give someone a chance blindly. Next up on my list is Honey So Sweet Volume 8, and I would like to do a reading vlog to this because I have been very slowly reading this series because it gives me a type of dopamine that I desperately need sometimes, and I'm finally on the last book and I'm running out, and you know, we could go for another dose of dopamine, but I do want to kind of read that for a reading vlog and get like live reactions. So the next one is Strobe Light, and I think that was also by the same author. I am just reading like the first volume of both of those series to see if I like them before I jump into them. So those are both on my list. I did pick several mangas for my TBR because of bookmas. I do want to be realistic and I do want to be able to actually get reading done and not have to stress about it, because reading is supposed to be fun. The next on my list is somewhere between Bitter and Sweet, and I did decide to leave it at the cover is what drew me toward it, and I was one of the books on my books I want to read based solely on the cover, and I'm going to kind of leave that there and just be surprised by it. Gilded by Marissa Meyer is 100% on my list, and if Marissa Meyer wasn't enough, it is a Rumpelstiltskin retelling, and I have not, I don't think, read too many retellings, and as I've said it 100 times over on this channel, fairy tale retellings are some of my favorite stories to read. A Dress for the Wicked. As a seamstress myself, this sounds so appealing. Some type of contest going on, some type of prize to work for somebody, I don't know, but it had sewing in it and a contest, and I'm just like, that's really all I need to know. And the cover was stunning. No Eggs is next up on my list, and I'm so excited because this is for a collab with Mel's Shelf. Go check her out. Her video will be linked below, so go check out her videos, go check out her channel. She does the best rants. Even if you liked the book, you gotta kind of agree with her on some of these points. The collab that we're doing is one of our favorite reads from 2021, and we're swapping those to get each other's opinions and basically review on them. I am doing a reading vlog, I believe she is as well, and then we're gonna kind of like review at the end and kind of give our thoughts on it. Iron Widow is next up on my list, and if I didn't want to read this enough, because I do follow the author on TikTok and she's super funny and I love listening to her videos and explain her book, and she did a name pronunciation for her book, and I have now deemed that every author should do this on TikTok. But this is actually going to be another collab that I'm doing over on Instagram, so check out my Instagram, check out her Instagram, but we're going to be doing a read along and review at the end of it, and we are also swapping books. The Girl from the Sea, I keep seeing, I found it on Libby, and several people have even said that they think that book should have won over Lore Olympus, which I am in love with the series. I read it originally as a webtoon and have been following on it, so to get the book was incredible. I do have a physical book, it's on my shelf, I own that, I'm so happy. But it is a graphic novel, and again, I think I'm going to be doing a reading vlog for this as well. All of us villains, I've seen, I don't know if it's just my TikTok that it keeps popping up on, but I've seen it 100 times over. I saw it as one of the most anticipated reads for, I want to say Penguin Teen, but I'm not 100% sure that's it. But it was one of the most, November, I think, most anticipated reads. But I love a great villain. Not even morally great, a fantastic villain that makes you question your own morals, because you're just like, do I agree with this? The title is definitely an intrigue for me. The TikTok buzz around it definitely caught my eye. But a competition of villains, no moral high ground to hold them back, people probably breaking rules at every opportunity, kind of makes the competition a little bit more interesting, right? The Inheritance Games. This is absolutely not what it's about. There is a girl on TikTok that does like the bad protagonist, I think is what the series is called, but she's a human. She gets taken to a contest to win the Elf King's Heart, or Pixie King, I think so. King's Heart, fake King's Heart, and he keeps like breaking rules because he wants her to win low-key, but like she doesn't even want to be there, so she should put in the bare minimum effort. I know that's nothing what the Inheritance Games is about, but I got it in my head that they are somehow related, and Inheritance Games is now on my TBR. Paper Girls is another graphic novel, and I did see it on TikTok, and I did see it by the author, so I'm just like, why not? When We Were Strangers, I picked this one because it had a similar vibe to a story that I am querying in 2022 in hopes of getting a publishing contract, hopefully, for this next story that I have coming out, and it kind of felt like it might have a similar vibe, so I thought I might like it. Skin of the Sea. If the cover alone and the title alone weren't enough, they're enough. That's it. That's all I needed to know. Anything with sea, and the cover is gorgeous, and we just going in blind. The Once Future Witches, the cover. That's it. I don't actually know what it's about. This is witches, it's got a cute cover, and that's all I need to know. Snake Falls to Earth is another one that ended up on my beautiful covers list, and again, we're just gonna kind of leave it. Today, this is a month of surprises. It is December, it is Christmas. I don't actually celebrate, but I like the vibe and what it's supposed to be. I have a number of reasons why I don't like it, why I don't celebrate Christmas, but I like what it's supposed to be. And so my Christmas gift to myself is picking a bunch of books based solely on the cover. Cirque is a book I don't know if I'm going to get to, because I don't know if I actually want to read it or if I just keep seeing it and I'm curious. I believe it's something to do with mythology and a retelling of some sort, but we're going to find out if I have time to read this one. Set Fire to the Gods. Fairy tale retellings, folklore, and like any kind of mythological thing is my jam. 100%. I stumbled across it on Libby. I like to kind of scroll through it and see what books are coming out and who is, and like the library's choices and librarians' choices and everything. And I kind of like to pick my books based on that. That's one of the ways I pick out my books. But it was compared to Avatar: The Last Airbender and Gladiator, and that was really the only thing I needed to know about this. Rogue Princess, I think I saw it on TikTok once, or a video, I don't really know for sure, but it is a runaway princess that's trying not to get married, and I'm like, you know what, I'm here for it. I'm here for for its support. So this is just a regular TBR that does not include my Bookmas books unless I decide to kind of swap things out and change them just to kind of make it maybe a little bit easier on me, or making sure I want to get to books that I actually want to get to. And that's kind of my main point. Reading challenges are fun and everything, but I don't want to read books that I don't want to read. So if I don't like it, I'm gonna put it down, and there we are. So I'm also doing a collab with, we'll be doing another collab with REALHB 12. She's another booktuber that I have become friends with, and we have enjoyed doing collabs together, and so we decided to do another one. We are going to be picking out a book on our TBR for each other to read, and she picked, it's not here yet, but she picked Starbright up here, and that is what I will be reading along with her. And for her, I'm going to pick All of Us Villains. If she has already read this book, then I'm going to go with Skin of the Sea. Those are her two options. She can pick between them. So if she has not read All of Us Villains, that is what we're going to be reading together, and then we're going to kind of come back at the end of the month and give a solid review on our thoughts, if we loved it, if we hated it, all such nonsense. Thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful Bookmas day. I can't wait to see you tomorrow because I am getting back on my schedule. Look at my earrings. Check out my earrings. They are Santa and Mrs. Claus. And I got these from, these pieces from Joann's, and I attached the earwigs to them myself. This is my winter hat, my winter collection bucket hats. I'm excited. They are reversible, actually. Lovely hair going on here. But bow. They are reversible. I do love these hats. I actually am a fan of bucket hats now that I have short hair. I did have long hair for the longest time, and I chopped it all off, and this is now what I have. And I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow for another video. In the meantime, peace.